said, once again, welcome. 14 minutes gone past the hour of 3. I've got big stories for you. So let's see. What have I lined up for your listening pleasure as it pertains to big stories for today? So number 1, Super Eagles make it to the final of the AFCoN tournament, the Africa Cup of Nations tournament. Yesterday was very instructive, and I know over the years I've tried to argue in this light. We're not necessarily a divided nation, because when it comes to the things that we love, like food, we are united. We're united when we go to the marketplace to buy tomatoes, we're united when it comes to, the hardship that we feel. We're all united complaining about the cost of living, right? And when things are great, we're also united about the enjoyment that we feel. But most especially yesterday, watching the match between Nigeria and South Africa, I realized that we forgot our ethnic conversations. We forgot our religious conversations. Like one of my managers said today, we suspect even the criminal, that's the bandits, the kidnappers, for 90 minutes or thereabout, or even more. They forgot about criminality, forgot about crime, and everybody swore allegiance to Nigeria. Even people who would naturally argue that they are not Nigerians, they all sang, danced, celebrated to the victory of Super Eagles. And the question that has been in my head since yesterday, even up to this morning, the question is, why can't we replicate this unity in other sectors of our society? I'm not just in sports, not just in football. How can we come together? People grouped themselves at viewing centers. They celebrated. They did not ask what tribe is the person that what tribe is the person that's called the goal from. They did not ask what tribe will take the penalties. Although we in River State, we are celebrating Wabali because he's from River State, most especially the community where he's from. There were celebrations last night, but still everybody sees him as a Nigerian. And don't expect it to the big story today, because I don't know. I'm wondering, why can't we replicate? Can't we, see this kind of unity in other aspects of our society, most especially in politics, most especially. And see, for those of you who have been arguing with me about we being a divided country, yesterday was a good pointer to my arguments over the years. That's not to say that all is well. That's not to say that we don't have things to work on. That's not to say that there are no ethnic issues that we need to solve. That will be me lying to myself and lying to the public. However, I do think that we seem divided when it comes to politics. Seem divided when it comes to sharing the national resources, which makes it look like that it's all man for himself, instead of how the country can develop. And maybe that's why the development is stunted. Maybe that's why, the cost of living is the way it is, because everybody wants to be for himself and for himself alone, until we get leaders who only think of themselves. I don't know. I'm just saying. But how did you see the match, by the way? How did you see the match? My hat goes to the family of the politician who slumped and died. I think the former NDDC, I think it was in the executive, was it the boss? I can't remember. Jugbo, from Delta State, an APC member, or was an APC member. He slumped and died while watching the Super Eagles match, according to reports, which also pointed to the fact that you have to go some checkup, and it should be regular. You have to go check yourself. Stop complaining about not having enough money, because you need to know what your body system is like at every given time. All right, that being said, let's move on now to the next big story. Or before we move on, I should also ask you, now that we would be meeting with the host, Côte d'Ivoire, for those of you who are football lovers, here almost everybody right now is a football lover, because I saw women, I saw young girls, I saw young boys, I saw men, everybody gyrating, dancing, celebrating to the victory of the Nigerian senior men's team. Okay, so do you think we'll be able to be the host? Do you think we'll be able to be the host country, Ivory Coast or Côte d'Ivoire now? Do you think we've got the capabilities? I like to hear as well. All right, so I've talked about unity, I've talked about health, checkup, and I've also talked about your predictions for the final. Do we have the capability to win our fourth AFCoN tournament? Right, title rather. All right, let's go to the next big story. The next big story has got to do with elections in Nigeria. So remember, we're live on Facebook. I forget to mention this day, but we're live on Facebook, Nigerian to PH. We're live on YouTube, Nigerian to PH, and we're active and interactive on X. The big stories are already on these social media platforms, so you can start interacting with the big stories. But for those of you who are not online, House of Reps proposed compulsory electronic transmission of election results. All right now. House of Reps proposed compulsory electronic transmission of election results. So we saw the arguments, the legal arguments during the election tribunal or election tribunals. The different ones. Election tribunals is the best way to say it. And one major argument was that it was not compulsory for INEC to electronically transmit. Remember, during the elections, there were hitches, or is it glitches? And INEC came and said, yes, we brought out the whole, we would electronically transmit the result from the polling unit. However, the law does stipulate that we could also use other means that we deem fit. And in the time of election, in the electioneering period, we had network issues, we had glitches, or is it hitches? And so we decided, to go with other methods. And now the House of Reps, yesterday proposed, I think it passed on reading yesterday, and so they proposed a bill to amend the Electoral Act 2022, mandating electronic transmission. Do you think that's a good idea? And for those of you who, in recent times said, I no longer want to vote. I have torn my PVC or destroyed my PVC, permanent voter's card. For those of you who say, I would not take my permanent voter's card. And by the way, for those of you who just turned 18, for those of you who did not have the opportunity to register or to take your voter's card, now is the best time, to go and meet INEC and, ask them to register you, right? But that being said, there is the conversation around mandatory use of electronic means to transmit results. Do you think that you would make a U-turn if you're amongst those who said you will never vote again? Because this will mean that to a large extent the elections may be fairer, the elections may be better. I don't know what you think, but I'd like to hear from you. But let's quickly run to the next run through the next big story, and it is about a story that broke sometime early this week when NAFDAC came out and said that it has placed a ban on sachet alcohol. You know them. I don't drink alcohol, so I don't know how best I can explain this, but I was out on the street yesterday and I realized that sachet alcohol is consumed by a lot of people, young girls, women, ladies, men, young boys. It really is consumed because I think one it's price and I don't know, but it looks maybe comfy. I don't know why they attracted to it, but they are attracted to it, and people like to take it. Not just that, the other ones in pet bottles. Those bottles, green bottles, the small ones. They're also the ban on those alcoholic beverages. We have a commercial, very short one. When I come back, we'll talk about this and many more. Do stay tuned.
To inform all taxpayers, including
All right, welcome back to Hard Facts and 92.3 Nigerian Vime Kaladako Rubatsabor. And we are looking at the big stories I've reeled out two. One has to do with the Super Eagles beating the Bafana team yesterday at the semi-finals of the AFCoN tournament. And I think I had three angles to that conversation. The first one, the unity it brings. Why can't we replicate it? Why does it not reflect other sexes or other aspects of our society? Second angle I brought to it is the health checkup. We need to check our health every now and then. I mean, you must have heard the story of the man who collapsed. I think two people actually, because there's a story of a core member who also died slumped and died while watching the Eagles match. You want to check your health. You want to know how well your heart is doing, how well your vital organs are doing, and all of that stuff. And there's the third part to it, which has to do with I think will happen at the final. We're playing the host country. I was going to say host community. We play the host country, and you want to really tell me what you think. Then, of course, the second big story that I reeled out has to do with House of Reps. Yes, proposing a bill saying INEC must transmit electronically. Do you think that's something that should become a reality and that the president should sign and approve? Yeah. The third one I was talking about it before the commercial. The third one has got to do with the ban on sachet alcohol. The ones those small sachet, and local parlance calls it sachet, but it's sachet. That's the right pronunciation, right? Sachet alcohol, and those ones in pet bottles. Those plastic bottles, yeah. And they want to ban all of those stuff, and I think they're arguing that those type of alcoholic beverages makes it very easier for young people to consume alcohol. And according to their data and their findings, a lot of young people are now consuming alcohol because it makes it easy. They've got easy access to those items, sachet and plastic alcohol. However, a branch of TUC, the branch that is involved in what they call it now, involving alcoholic production, alcoholic beverage production, have come out to say that this is not a good omen. They protested to the Lagos office of NAFDAC today, and they are calling for a reversal of the ban. Now, they say that about 500,000 people may likely lose their jobs if that ban remains in place. The Manufacturing Association of Nigeria, also has a thing or two to say about it today, and they are also kicking against the bans, also saying about 500,000 persons their jobs if that ban is left in place. They also said that the argument that young people, underage people, have got access to alcohol as a result of sachet and plastic alcoholic beverages or items, that's a false argument, and it's not and they're also arguing this will affect the economy. This will also make adulterated alcoholic products to proliferate the markets, and it's going to be bad for business. Already people are suffering, the economy is in a bad state. They made reference to the removal of subsidy and the removal of all the things that they have removed since this administration started, and they are saying it's not a good thing. But really, you probably know people who consume all these things. We're watching out for our younger generation, because NAFDAC is saying the introduction to all at an early age also may be a result for or maybe a reason for the consumption of hard drugs by young people these days. I'm not a scientist. I don't have scientific arguments to this one, but you are out there. You selling in that stall, you in that neighborhood, on that street. What has been your observation? Do you think NAFDAC is on the right path? Do you think this will be a worthy sacrifice, talking about 500,000 jobs, because we are trying to preserve our young generation? I don't know, but this is a very solid conversation that we must have. I'm hoping you're ready to have it with me. So I'm going to open the lines now. 29 minutes to the top of the hour. Get your thoughts and let's get your views on this issue or issues that we've raised on the show. All right. So the numbers to call me with are 0817 923 0002 and 0817 923 0003. Would also add this number 0817 923 0007. I'd like to get your thoughts. I'd like to talk with you. Let's talk for development. But just in case you do not want to call, you just want to send me messages, the WhatsApp number you use to send me messages is 0809 030 6416. Once again, 0809 030 6416. I'm going to take my first call now, and I'm going to find out who I have on the line. Remember, we're live on Facebook as well, Nigeria Info PH, we're active on X, Nigeria Info PH, and we are live on YouTube, Nigeria Info PH. All right, yeah, what's your name? Where are you calling in from?
Jude Ubani.
All right.
I'm calling from
All right, Jude, welcome. So which of the stories piqued your interest? I'd like to hear.
Electronic transmission of election results are proposed by
the House of Reps. Yeah.
Yes, there's one other item you did not read. That's the one I want to comment. They said,
okay,
if anyone goes to court without enough reason, he's going to pay heavy penalty.
Okay.
On that bill. That's the one I want to comment upon. This election.
I don't really see the big deal there. I mean, there's big if you go to court and you go on frivolous or with frivolous reasons, then you should pay for it. That's what I think. I don't know, but okay. I'm more concerned about electronic.
I want to comment on that one.
All right, just go ahead quickly.
Frivolous reason. You have to explain to us what that means. Reason.
The court is that's what I'm saying. That's why I don't see what the big deal is, because the court is the instrument of definition as to what is frivolous or not. I mean, we've had them say, "Oh, this is a frivolous," when they strike out issues in court. That's why I don't see a big deal. I don't see a big deal there.
I guess you are done. Let me continue.
All right.
Because for one, they said the election to go to court, he's going to hire a lawyer. He's going to spend his time because he's not satisfied with the election results he has gotten. And then now the court finds out that he didn't have enough reason, sacks up the case. Now the person pays heavy penalty. It's House of Reps, those making the law. Are they trying to correct people, or they saying that once you lose at the election, at the election, whatever, you don't need to ask for justice?
Jude, I don't know if you understood what I just explained. Now, I have said that on several occasions, people have gone to court, and the court had said that their petition were frivolous, that their petition were lacking in merit. Exactly, that's what I was looking for.
That's what the court is supposed to.
Wait.
The reason why I have gone to court.
And now, so when you're Jude, you talked and listened. Jude, you talked and listened.
The reason is not satisfactory. Why am I going to pay heavy
because it is lacking in merit. No, Jude, you have to take what has got merit to court. That's what you're saying. So you stop wasting judicial time. That's basically what. And I don't see why you're asking here when there is no. When
you're not arguing with me. I'm only expressing my view.
Okay.
That one is very ambiguous.
If you say so. If you say so.
Look for justice.
Okay.
Where they are not satisfied.
All right.
The courts have their own reason. People have to seek for justice.
The court does not have its own.
I'm telling them, if we go, if the court finds that you don't have enough reason, you pay heavily for it.
But why would you go to court if you don't have enough?
To look for justice.
That's my point. Okay, thank you very much, Jude. I mean, I'm wondering why you have to go to court if you do not have enough reason. Are you going to court for going sake? Going to court because other people are going to court? I mean, think about it. You also remember when the old political drama was rife in River State and people went to court from different divides. I remember that each of the courts went to said if the court finds out that you lied to the court, you came on frivolous reasons, then you will be penalized. It's as simple as that. And so they have the need to elect back. And I think it's not a bad idea. And I don't know why we're even talking about it. But I've got Ima from Rumukuta. Ima, welcome.
Yes, thank you, Canada.
You're welcome, please. Quickly.
I want to speak on a subject of the members of REP trying to mandate to transmit election results electronically. Then I want to ask, if by this law they are mandated, let's stop election results rigging. My reason of asking this question, if it is transmitted electronically, then and the political actors out of the incumbent power say that it should be according to their own personal will and the figure that they give. The citizens have the capacity to get that. Then we easily do it. Even if somebody wins and they remove the person and put another person, how will the citizens know?
I'm trying to get your question. When you say remove and put another person, are you talking about? I don't get. Can you explain better so I can understand?
Yes. Assuming that somebody costs like 20 million people to vote.
Okay.
Another person costs 17 million. The political actor says the person that is to take this position is the person that is 17 million. Or can citizens do otherwise?
I still don't understand.
But this system will not stop election.
Okay. All right then.
So to me, I don't see it as something that is reasonable. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much. You don't see it as reasonable. And from Jerry, welcome. What you might like to hear?
Thank you, Canada. This move by NAFDAC is to show that NAFDAC have lost its constitutional responsibility. NAFDAC has become obsolete. NAFDAC has become so tired and lack of ideas to carry out their responsibilities. As a body enacted by the Act of Parliament, there are responsibilities given to you. I stand to be corrected. The Constitution of Nigeria never anybody alcohol. I challenge anybody.
But alcohol are not for underaged persons. So I guess that's what they're trying to fight.
What is the definition of underage?
Under 18. I mean, under 18 is in your constitution.
That is why I have also moved a motion that is I will review the constitution. The 18 years we put as a limitation is causing us more harm. The age limit we should have is 12 years. No longer 18. 18 years no longer available. I've grown that level. Can you see us now? If we can allow 12 years old they can just marry the not, why can't we accept it that a 12 years old person is acceptable to drink alcohol? Why are we like this in this part of the world? If INEC is doing China at INEC now, not back truly ask people who are working here. This issue shouldn't be a problem. I perceive that is just of a particular brand. And the only way they can force this person, maybe the person does not follow, believe in their political ideology, or the person don't want to give money, or the person that don't want to support them.
See now, you can't say because of one person they will close down more than 5-6 companies. I mean, think about it.
My brother, is that what you are saying? Is it not because of one person? One person, INEC did not accept electronic a particular time. They can no longer transmit results. No access to their to the system. People they get machine, they train them, they pay them. Does not have a password for the machine, not because of one person. But the next election, all the systems are working, no network glitches. Is it not because of one person? My brother, because of one person, the Nigerian government can tax you that petroleum pump price is now 2,000 naira. Because of one person. Is it not because of one person? Cement is now everywhere. Because of one person, sugar is everywhere. Because of one person, is being waited for.
All right.
Brother, I want to beg back. I beg honor. If people want to drink alcohol, allow them. It's not for money. If you don't want to drink, allow people that want to drink alcohol to drink.
They're not Zion. I think you've missed the whole conversation. They have not stopped people from drinking. They are saying.
Well, they said they want to stop selling the pet bottle.
Yes.
And the sachet.
Yes. The sachet bottle.
Everybody have the money to buy the big bottle.
All right.
If I have appetite to drink alcohol, I don't want the big bottle.
These things are regulated all over the world. Any which ways, I get your arguments. Thank you very much, Zion.
We don't want to here in Nigeria.
All right.
We are okay the way we are. Go and regulate petroleum pump price.
All right.
Regulate the economy. Let things be flowing and everybody is.
All right.
All
right. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Zion. All right, Zion. Thank you very much. I've got Frank from D9. Frank, welcome. What is on your mind? I'd like to hear. Yeah, good afternoon.
To talk about National Assembly proposed to pass bill that to transmit results electronically compulsory.
Yes.
Yeah. My fear is that APC federal government they will not, our president will not sign it because if they will not return back to power.
But
the people, I promise you that.
People in the House of the majority party in the House of Reps is the APC.
It's not APC. When you pass the rules, who sign it is not the president.
But my point is, it is the party members who are a majority in the House of Reps, and the House of Reps they are now saying.
I know that they are not the majority for now. But in terms of signing the law now, who passes the law is the Mr. President. They are only to send it to Mr. President. Mr. President sign it. But that's where I fear is now. I'm not talking about the lawmaker that can do the own.
Okay.
At the end of the day, Mr. President will now put clause that they say if you INEC do anyone they like, they should do one. That is my fear. So if they can do that, I believe it will end this bad leadership.
All right. All right.
This is my comment. Thank you and God bless you.
All right. Thank you very much there, Frank. I've got Ferdinand from Rupoku. Ferdinand Walker. What is on your mind like here?
Hello, Jude. Good afternoon.
This is Kalada, not Jude. Welcome.
Okay, sorry, Canada.
Yeah.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon.
Please, if I my comment, I want to speak on have people that said I want to be transmitted to electrical.
Okay.
Electronics.
All right. Electronic
This,
transmission.
yes, this is what we had before the previous election. We are all assured, and you my brothers and sisters, when they meet stores
I was
and to go and vote. And that commission was not able to use again. Now they are doing it up again to the vote for them, which they will not count. Now they are putting a clause that if you come to court, what kind of law is that? If anybody that will go to court, before you go know the system or whatever that's happening to you, before you go to court, it's the idea of court to tell who is right or wrong. If you find me wrong in the court, then that's me. But don't tell me to stop coming to court without evidence. All these people go to court and have enough evidence. People will not get enough evidence in the court. If they attend to him, they push him away. So they that wants to be. If they want to put anybody to talk about turn, not the path. They know the next person's turn. That will take over. They give them until when they are tired. Please, they are not going to visit us again.
All right. All right. Thank you very much, Ferdinand. Thank you very much for your thought. But let's look at some of the messages, and a lot of them on WhatsApp. Before I start WhatsApp, let's look at what we have on Facebook. Wisdom Joseph says the compulsory transmission of results being proposed by the House of Representatives, courtesy of the amendment of the Electoral Act, is a welcome development. It will help greatly in eliminating or reducing court cases arising as a result of elections, and its removal would aid electoral transparency. Now, we Baratam says, good afternoon, Mr. Kalada. He said Super Eagles and football is the only thing that is keeping Nigerians happy in this very extremely bad economic situation of the APC administration. And then you said until it becomes a law, talking about the electronic transmission, no condemnation to them. God bless River, or no commendation, I beg your pardon, to them. Thank God is sachet alcohol drink the cause of insecurity in the country? What is the motive of the federal government banning sachet alcohol that is cheaper in the store? Why are they making things very difficult for Nigerians? Dominic says, good afternoon, Mr. K. I greet you specially. I was okay, all right. T. Dominic, I guess Zion would see what you've posted on Facebook. Well, let's quickly read from WhatsApp. This one says, I respectfully celebrate Super Eagles yesterday. Nigerians are very unique people, and we do not have a problem amongst each other. The major problem of Nigeria is the political class who have decided have divided us because of their selfish interests. If not for the greedy politicians, Nigeria is a sweet place to be. Nicholas Rasmus with that one. This one says, good afternoon, Canada. House of Reps will propose the compulsory transmission of election results electronically, then bring in another clause they will be using to win judgment at tribunals. I trust them. Mike Fry. This says, okay, I don't think that is for me, so moving on. This says, one more team to go. I wish Super Eagles the very best and Golden Cup of tournament. And congratulations, Nigeria. Congratulations, Nigerians. Congratulations. Put very Egbema son Wambala, the goalkeeper. Keep winning, Victor from Egbema. All right, Victor, thank you very much. And let's see this one. This one says, Mr. Kalada, please, do you know that Beavers was introduced to INEC to retire all our bad politicians, but the APC decided to connive with INEC? It is only in football that the Igbos are trusted. That is why God sent Zion to Nigeria, but it was rejected and they chose darkness. Military, police, and NPC, etc. It's only in technology and sports that Igbos are trusted. Obina from Rumo. Oh, wow, you had to tell the ethnic part on that one. This one says, what is the motive of the federal government banning? I think I've read this on Facebook, banning sachet alcohol drink. Sachet alcohol drink, the cause of the rising insecurity in the country. Thank God ability Atuigbu is asking. This one says, even the court is not honest in the way and manner they arrive at their judgments. Despite all the evidence, they will still tell you that your case lacks merit. You don't have evidence. For example, you continue the case after going through everything to get evidence. The court, what did the court do? They still said they don't have evidence. I think it's a major problem we have, and that's coming from Hector. Hector, thank you very much for that one. Let's read some more messages. This was just a ban of sachet alcohol is not the best thing to do in this condition of our country. Please let NAFDAC think better. From Ima Isong Ozuzueche. Let's see. Kalada, good afternoon. The one I want to comment on is the ban on sachet alcohol beverages. That would be a great achievement to young and younger generations. Believe me, if you see how people of different sector, career, security agents, commercial and market people, I don't get that part. I think it wasn't complete. But you say I totally agree with the move. If 5,000 people will lose their jobs, it's 500,000 actually, and let the companies turn some of the mineral energy drinks and any other drink into the sachet. If you want a drink, you have collabo with friends, buy a bottle or a half and share. After all, there is love in sharing. Ola Port Harcourt. All right, Ola from Port Harcourt. I think it's just the easier. Is that good afternoon, Canada? The easier Nigerian users have access to sachet alcohol to forget about the bad economy, I think the better for the government, because the youths in their clear eyes would challenge the status quo. DK with that one. This one says, I commend the Nigeria's Super Eagles team for the victory against South African squad, as the victory has shown that football unites us together, as demonstrated with a wide range of jubilation despite the hunger and bad governance we are facing. And for I count with the whole nation, I'm optimistic that we'll triumph and bring back the trophy to Nigeria. We Kodinaka with that one. This one says, good day, Mr. K. Batabo, House of Rep proposes a bill mandatory or mandating INEC must transmit electronic election results. This is a step in the right direction. It won't stop cutting away election materials and rigging. Some of the INEC officials are also to our electoral system. Most times they compromise with the ruling party to rig Tech Clinton West. I'm going to read two more, and I'm going to go back to the phone line. Oh my, okay, I'm going to go back to the phone lines. So what are they passing second reading for? Any other means of rigging the next election? Confidence level in Che. And this one says, congratulations to Super Eagles of Nigeria and Stanley Bali for winning the man of the match for his outstanding performance. I have no doubt that the Super Eagles of Nigeria would win the 2023 AFCoN going on now. Ekpoinya of Nigerian Full Sports Gang has predicted, and I stand with him till the last seconds of the final match. Nigeria will win. How I wish. It is mandatory high cost of living, and NAFDAC, government of Nigeria, banned. It will have been the best. Ban small bottles of hot drinks and the big bottles. Are they not still alcohol? Can those people put the money together to buy the bottle? What really is the effect of these on the economy? House of Reps should just talk. Talking is easier. What about implementation? Super Eagles for putting joy and smiles on our faces yesterday. The only good news, Lady V. All right, I've got Azunda from Romania. Okay, I missed that one. Azunda, call back if you can. While I'm waiting for the calls, I'm just going to take this one. This one says he saw Peter Obi in the stadium the other day for quarterfinals, and Super Eagles won yesterday around the stadium. VP is supposed to be in charge of economy. Sheriff, okay, this is not for me. Okay, so Sheriff should come back and economy. Eco, congratulations to our darling Super Eagles, Jerry. They are the people that are making us happy, and not this bad leader, John, with that one. I've got Fiberesima, and Fiberesima is calling me from where is he now? Okay, I'm waiting for that one. While I'm waiting for Fiberesima to conclude with a call screener, the ban on sachet alcohol consumption is in the right direction. We should know that the advantages is higher than the disadvantages. I am a chemical engineered by profession. Majority of these alcoholic drinks are made with ethanol, which is dangerous to the body. As a matter of fact, many people have perished in the process of highness occasioned by the consumption of these drinks. Federal government should not back down or should not be backed down by those who are not happy with this giant strike. Okwandu Obina with that one. Oh my, I missed Fiberesima's call. I don't know why. Let's see. This one says, Canada, greetings. Why must we even debate on electronic transmission of result? It should be a yes for all, but with the kind of dubious politicians we have, they will not allow it to stand because it will deprive them of manipulation. I like the penalty for anyone who just goes to court just going sake. We have turned our court system to be a laughing stock. And for NAFDAC banning sachet and small bottle alcohol, they should go and sit down. So if they ban it now, crime will reduce. Shay, jokers everywhere. Frankly, with that one, I've got Ida in Koro. Ida, welcome. What is on your mind?
Yeah, Canada, greetings, Charlie.
All right, you're right back.
But I'm very, very happy. My congratulations go to Super Eagles.
Okay.
I pray that God will also give them strength, that wisdom they use for finance.
Okay.
Thank you very much. God bless. I remain on the from Nkoro.
All right. Thank you very much, Ida. I've got Robin, and Robin is calling me from HA. Let's take Robin's call. Robin, welcome. What is on your mind, please?
Yes, Canada, good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon to you, Robin.
Yes, firstly, congratulations to Super Eagles
Okay.
of Nigeria. But we have had so much players and particularly the goalkeeper who happens to be a brother from the Ashi region.
Okay.
Stanley Wabale. Who did they use up by swallowing those two penalties to keep us where we are today.
Okay.
But what I have observed across board on television stations, radio stations, and Nigerians at large, we have downplayed a man who led that trip, who is the person of Jose Petit.
Okay.
The coach.
Okay.
This man was so much down before now. He was so at he's not a classified coach. It's not this, not that. But look at the technical changes he's applying there. He's helping us. He's a good coach. So for me, to Jose Petit, the coach who led them there, and Super Eagles of Nigeria, particularly Stanley Nwabali.
All right.
That's one of the nice. And also, the issue of the assembly.
Yeah.
Try to pass a law compulsory, bringing the clause of transmission. Canada, let me ask you, if they put the compulsory transmission and that same day of election, they come back to tell that electronic glitches.
Then I'm guessing the elections will not hold. I'm guessing. If they say compulsory, it means it must be through electronic transmission. And so if it's not through electronic transmission, then in my opinion, there will be no elections. Yeah, sorry about that.
Then on the side of banning sachet, less than 200 mil in the public, if you ask me, it's a good one.
Okay.
Can the NAFDAC also ban people from drinking Dom Perignon?
Let's not call brand name now. Let's not do that on the show, please.
Okay.
It's not.
Yes.
Yes.
They drink. That some of the politicians used to drink. That the bottles are 5 million, 1.something million. Can they ban those ones too?
Okay.
Because in our law, drunkenness is not a crime. If somebody spends money in buying tax problem.
But NAFDAC is in charge. NAFDAC is in charge of regulation. Okay.
Regulation.
They're in charge of regulation. I've got to Rob. I've got to Rob.
They should regulate those that is being consumed by politicians.
All right then.
And they should also regulate politicians not inviting underage girls in their parties.
All right. Thank you very much, Robin. I've got to go. Cookie Gam from Rumo. Welcome.
Good afternoon.
Yeah, good afternoon. Quickly, you've got 60 seconds.
I want to talk about the Super Eagles yesterday.
Let's hear you then.
But you know what happened yesterday?
You tell me.
The match, all of them were agitating yesterday. People were agitating. Brother, I forgot every show about this country, Nigeria. But I forgot this small father. And I like that it's sold for 1 bag 70,000. And I like that fuel is 700 per liter. So I felt very bad. But yesterday I was feeling happy yesterday. After that, my bed, I woke up from my sleep. I counted a piece of that night for 12,000 naira. And we both got it sold for 3,000 naira. Which in Nigeria. Brother,
All right.
to my brother.
Which way, Nigeria? Thank you very much, Cookie Gam. I will step on the break right now, but I will be back. And when I do come back, we'll talk. I don't know if you've heard that report that there is a court order instituted or initiated or petitioned by Femi Falana SAN that the court has now said, hey, federal government fix the price of petrol, diesel and food items. We'll talk about that with the human rights lawyer. See the possibility, or would I say, or should I say, the feasibility of such an order of court. Do stay tuned.